read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K Williams is all about.
Ethan Caldwell claims he spent tens of thousands of dollars on fertility treatments and says his ex-wife secretly disposed of their future embryos. Maya Caldwell says they already had 9 kids and she didn't want to add another child.
I see I've got Ethan Caldwell as my plaintiff and Maya Caldwell as my defendant. Mr. Caldwell, I see you are suing the defendant for $21,600. You are claiming destruction of property and fraud. What brings you to court, sir?
Your Honor, this is my ex-wife. Just a little history on us. We met 11 years ago at a gala in Miami. I thought she was beautiful. I came to talk to her. I started to tell her about the things that I wanted in life.
Okay.
And our goals, they matched.
They were aligned.
Yeah,
okay,
so
great.
I'm from a big family. I have 9 brothers and sisters.
Oh, wow. You are
so
one of 10.
Yeah, I'm one of 10.
Okay.
So I always wanted the same for my family.
You had 10 kids?
I want 10.
In this day and age?
I want 10.
Okay. Continue, sir.
So I almost made it there. I got 9.
You and Miss Caldwell had 9 children together?
We had 9 kids.
Wow.
We got married within a year of meeting, and we got right to it.
Got right to it?
We got right to it.
I would say you did. Wow, okay. And you were married for, you said 11 years?
11 years.
9 children?
9 children.
So what brings you today in this courtroom, and why is she your ex-wife and not your current wife?
So while this was going on, I started to move up in my career.
What is it that you do?
I'm a tech CEO.
Tech CEO, oh, okay.
So in between that, I started to move up. It got a little strenuous. I'm moving, I'm traveling a lot. But when I come home, we having more kids.
Yeah, y'all were to it.
Yeah, we was getting to it.
Getting to it.
And that's
okay.
his problem.
That's the problem. Is that what, ma'am? He was moving too much?
No, the problem is every time he comes home, we conceive our kids, and it's more just about sex all the time. Who wants to just do that all the time? And it's more like a contract.
Well, now,
like
don't ask that question, because some people might raise their hand, Ms. Caldwell. But let's seriously talk about it. So he says that y'all met. He told you immediately, I want a huge family, 10 kids. And he told me that y'all were aligned. Is that true? Did you agree and also want 10 kids?
I did, because I'm the only child. So I always wanted siblings, someone to talk to, someone to have fun
I'm the
and
only
do
child
things.
too, ma'am, but I wanted this many and ended up with this many. But go ahead.
So yeah, I did agree, because I like that about him. He's a family, and I always wanted my own family. I always just wanted the white picket fence dream.
Okay,
so
so
to
you
say.
did. So that's accurate then.
Yeah.
The plaintiff is telling the court the truth when he says you two were aligned and both wanted 10 children. So why are you complaining to me now about every time he came home, he getting to it? Because that's how the children are made, ma'am.
It is very much true, but after a while, he starts going more and more to these business trips, and my emotional needs wasn't being met.
But were your financial needs? I'm just asking.
Everything was fine.
Financial needs were met.
Everything was fine. It's just when he goes, and I'm dealing with the 9 kids.
Yeah.
He's not at home with these kids. My personalities.
Yeah.
Day and night. I don't have help. Financially, he's a good father. He's there with the kids, all of that. My mom helps me.
So that's
I'm
no
the
nannies?
only one. I'm there all the time.
Okay.
I even had to go to a doctor to see, because it's emotional
For the
stress
anxiety.
on me.
Do you
It's
have a
too
letter
much.
from your doctor, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Could you give your whole evidence folder? Thank you, Elijah, to the young lady. Give your evidence folder to Elijah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't apologize.
Too much.
Well, I can't imagine it. That's what I'm saying. One about to take me out, ma'am. So you're talking about, I'm serious. You're talking about 9. I can't, it's unimaginable, honestly, to me. So let me see some of this evidence here. Psychologist is saying that she's been treating you for over a year now, okay? To originally discuss anxiety around motherhood, but after a few sessions, it was deeper than that. My God. This is saying that you have suffered verbal, emotional, and at times physical abuse. And it's saying, Mr. Caldwell, it's at your hands. It says at the hands of the father of her children. She's extensive experience treating victims of abuse. Her symptoms and condition is consistent with someone who has undergone substantial trauma. You been putting your hands on your ex-wife?
No, Your Honor. So when we agreed on having these 10 kids, we got to 9. We had 5 girls and 4 boys.
Okay.
I had to count them up. So I wanted my last boy. So being that I'm moving around and I'm doing so much with my job, we decided to freeze sperm and freeze eggs.
So y'all decided the best way to ensure that you get the 5th boy is IVF.
Yes.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Going back and forth, and
Just take a look at the arm. I just want you to see the bruises.
I'm a big dude. She's small. All I did was
Sir,
grab her.
before you do the explaining, I need you to do the acknowledging.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Ethan Caldwell, who brought Maya Caldwell to court for destruction of property and fraud.
I have gone through the process myself. It starts with an egg retrieval that Ms. Caldwell will undergo, where they, for 2-3 weeks, she takes a series of intense hormones to stimulate her egg follicles and all of that. She then undergoes surgery where they put you under some type of anesthesia. Yeah, it's not a tooth cleaning the way sometimes they make it seem, for real. They then extract eggs. They try to get as many as possible. They freeze them, potentially, or they could be fresh. You have to give your sampling of your sperm, and then they fertilize her eggs with your sperm, see if they create embryos. Potentially, you can have those embryos tested, okay, genetically. And from that, you can even determine the gender, the sex of the embryo before you even transfer it. So was that kind of the plan?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then what happened, sir?
So what happens is we went to the clinic and I paid 3 years up front.
I see that. I'm looking at some bills here.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have these same bills. I'm seeing $3,600, and this is for the storage of your sperm sample. And then I just told y'all the very invasive process of retrieving her eggs and then freezing them. That was $18,000. And that's actually about what I paid as well. Okay, so then what happened, sir?
I come home and we having conversations, and she needed to talk to me. And
Talk about what?
I was saying that it was time, like our 3 years was about to run out. I was saying it's time for this 10th kid. Let's go.
So now you went to fertilize the eggs, to
Yeah.
test them, and do the embryo transfer to get her pregnant with the 10th and final child.
Yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Because he came home from a business trip and he was in the dining area and he was sitting down talking and he was just telling me it's time. And it's like the pressure, it builds.
Yeah, and you were already in
builds.
treatment at this time?
Already in treatment,
Yeah.
and he's not always with his phone all the time when he goes on these business trips. And I have to say that because when I'm talking and confining with my doctor, when I'm confining, I'm sorry.
It's okay. When you're confiding with your doctor.
When I'm confining, that's when I realize it's deeper than just the surface of just us having kids, because he's not there. When we first met, he was there attentive to the needs of my emotional needs. We'll sit as a family. He's more in and out with the business trips, in and out. That's, I said, our lifestyle
I understand, yeah, and you're feeling alone and neglected. I'm with you, ma'am. I need to
and
get to...
I told him that.
Okay.
And when I was telling him that, he was just trying to sit there and, like, I don't know, somehow we just got it's more like verbal, and then he just grabbed on me.
So this is back to when I asked you that you never did answer my question, by the way, sir. Have you been putting your hands on your wife, your ex-wife? And you said no, but I'm looking at these photos, and the court's about to look at them as well.
Your Honor,
it looks like the answer might be yes, sir. Do you see this woman's arms?
Your Honor,
No, sir. Do you see this woman's arms?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because those look like bruises to me.
Well, give me a chance to explain.
I'm listening.
All right, so we going back and forth, and
Just take a look at the arm. I just want you to see the bruises.
I'm a big dude. She's small. All I did was
Sir,
grab her.
before you do the explaining, I need you to do the acknowledging. Do you see,
I see it.
your ex-wife's now arms bruised?
I see it.
Okay, now go ahead.
I just grabbed her. We were talking, and she pulled away. She
So
liked
this
me.
is the result of you putting your hand, because I actually didn't ask you if you hit her. See, now you're telling on yourself. I asked you, did y'all hear what I asked him, ladies and gentlemen? Have you been putting your hands on this woman? And now you really telling us the answer is, Your Honor, yes.
This was one time, Your Honor.
So that's a yes. One time too many, right? People don't put their hands on other grown people, and men absolutely don't put their hands on women. You do know that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I want to know, since you are admitting that you grabbed her, I want to know why.
She let me know that she went to the fertility clinic and she had them dispose of our reproductive materials.
So your then wife tells you, honey, it's all gone. I have signed a release to have all those materials that would be our future last child, your son, this prodigal son you want, has been destroyed.
Yes.
And you what, snap?
I didn't snap. She just pulled away.
You did snap. Nobody's saying that you're abusive, because you're a good partner. You're a good partner. You're good to our kids. But that day, you were somebody totally different.
So what happened,
totally
sir?
Different.
What happened?
I grabbed her arms and she pulled away.
And that's what led to this kind of bruising.
That's what led to that.
Okay, we'll see if that dog hunts. In the meantime, I am looking at some materials here, ma'am, that are talking about the disposal piece. So I'm seeing that there's a disposal authorization form. Now, what is interesting to me, y'all co-own both pieces of genetic material. Mm-hmm. You don't own the eggs and you don't own the sperm. You own the eggs and you own the sperm. And that's exactly why, when I look at the document, has 2 signatures required for disposal. So for you to go tell him, Ms. Caldwell, it's over and done with, it's already been destroyed, that would have required not only your signature, but his signature as well.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Sir, I got
It's your
this. I got this. I'm asking you now, Mrs. Caldwell, where did his signature come from?
I signed it.
You
and
signed it.
I'm normally signed every signature we ever did out of 11 years of our marriage.
So you let me help you out. The real word is you forged his signature.
I don't think it's a forge when he verbally
It's not about
gives
what you
me
think,
consent
darling.
to
Ma'am,
charge.
it's not about what you think. I'm telling you, legally, there's a legal standard around this.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
But is it fraud any other time when I'm signing documents when he's away
Yes,
on business
actually.
trip?
Yes.
If he gives me
yes,
verbal
breaking
permission?
news to you, Mrs. Caldwell. Yes.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Ethan Caldwell, who brought Maya Caldwell to court for destruction of property and fraud.
That is called fraud. And that's what actually he's claiming. That's one of the claims that he brought you into court today for.
But is it fraud any other time when I'm signing documents when he's away on business
actually.
trip?
Yes.
If he gives me
yes,
verbal
breaking
permission?
news to you, Mrs. Caldwell. Yes. If you sign a check, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be saying that the sky is blue, which we all know to be true, but if it asks for his signature, it needs his signature, not yours.
Well, I apologize for that. I did not know that, because we're normally every documents around the
I
home
understand.
I'm signing.
That's fine. What you're telling the court, though, is it is customary for me to fraudulently sign this man's signature on a regular basis. That's what you're admitting to the court. Okay, so I understand being upset about it, but let's be clear, Mr. Caldwell, that in no way, shape, or form justifies putting your hands on her in any way.
I understand.
Okay, now let me go through this text message before I make a ruling here. What do you mean you won't have my baby? I paid for your whole life. Oop. I give you everything you could ever want, and now you won't agree to my baby after you agreed and after I've already paid out of the nose for the clinic. Mrs. Caldwell says, why would I want to have your baby, Ethan? You're never here. We're having this blank conversation over text. I'm the only one raising your 9 babies. I won't have another baby with a man who doesn't respect me and who leaves bruises on me. You're right, baby. I shouldn't have put my hands on you. I hate myself for it. I just love you so much. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question that everybody wants to know, Ms. Caldwell. Was this the first and only time this man put his hands on you? You're under oath.
Not necessarily.
Don't look at him, look at me.
No.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I'm about to make my ruling, Mr. Caldwell. Do you have anything to say?
I only put my hands on her one time, and it was not to harm her.
That was not a good use of your final word.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Ethan Caldwell, who brought Maya Caldwell to court for destruction of property and fraud.
So you have been in an emotionally and physically abusive relationship, and you wanted out of it. And that is part of the reason that you fraudulently signed to dispose of the genetic materials so that you would not be beholden to have a 10th child with your abuser.
No.
Is that accurate?
Very much accurate, because I don't want to bring another kid into this. We have 9 children at home. Who
Okay.
sees enough?
I'm about to make my ruling, Mr. Caldwell. Do you have anything to say?
I only put my hands on her one time, and
Okay.
it was not to harm her.
That was not a good use of your final word. Now I'm going to make my ruling. Mrs. Caldwell, legally speaking, you've done some wrong here. That signature, as we've discussed at length now, was fraudulent. Not only was the signature fraudulent, but you were acting out of your capacity to unilaterally destroy material that you didn't exclusively own. It was co-owned. You didn't own any more of it than he owned. And you made a decision for a co-owner that he objects to. So legally speaking, you are accountable for at least half of the valuation of that co-owned material. But there comes a time in this courtroom where the law only takes me so far. Ultimately, I am driven and bound, Mr. Caldwell, by the notions of fairness and equality. And when it comes to you expecting me in my courtroom to rule that this woman is legally bound to procreate and have another life inside of her by her abuser, I know you got me messed up. Because absolutely not.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
There is something called provocation, something called justification. This says that this woman, despite the legal wrongness of her actions, is justified, desperate to get out of a bad situation. And that desperation has led her to the actions. And this court rules that the justification is sufficient to excuse the behavior. Therefore, you, and I hope you get some help for your problem, because you do have one. Sounds like the way you showed up in my courtroom today, you got a control problem, a little bit of a bubbling underneath the surface, probably anger management problem. You know, so I suggest you seek some help, sir. But in the meantime, your case, thinking this woman is going to pay you $21,600 for everything that you put in motion, is dismissed. The plaintiff's case is dismissed in full. I rule in favor of the defendant. I wish you the very best, ma'am, and hope you continue to seek help and support. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I still care for you. We have 9 kids. Our co-parenting will still be blessable, and we just got to move forward in taking care of our 9 kids.
It's my family, even though it's my ex-wife, you know, no hard feelings.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.